Guys, it's Panda and I'm back with a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you the books that I read in the month of July and August. Now I know it's pretty late and I should have uploaded this a long time ago, but then I never got around to it, so you know, I'm uploading it now. Better now than never. Better late than never. Oh my god. So I don't know what happened to me in July and August, but I only read 4 books. I went back to look on Goodreads to see the amount of books I read, and it was 4. I really don't know what happened there. That's literally like the worst 2 months of my reading. Like, usually I read 4 books in a month, but 2 books in each month? Wow. I probably even read 1 book in 1 month, but I'm just kind of splitting it. But as far as September, right now, I've already read 3rd book. I think I'm on my 3rd book right now. And my September reading is going pretty good. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like I'm going to read a lot of books this month, and I'm so looking forward to it. I'm going to surpass my limit, which is 4 books, because I only ever read 4 books in a month. Hopefully this month I'll be able to read 6 maybe, or 7. I might get a little excited and say 10. But anyways, let's just get into the books that I read over the summer. The first book I read is My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult, and I really like this book. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars or 5 out of 5 stars. I'm not too sure, but I loved the beginning to the end of this book, how we go through each of the characters' viewpoints, which I had never read a book that actually did that, with every character's viewpoint, and I think that that was amazing. It was also a great insight into not only a cancer patient, but the family of a cancer patient and how they are coping with it and they deal with it. This book made me cry at the ending, and you would have thought that because I watched the movie so many times that I wouldn't cry while reading the book. But then I did, and I willed myself not to cry, but then the ending was so unexpected for me because they didn't do that in the movie that I was like, oh well, waterworks are here. Next one is The Sky is Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. I'm not sure how many stars I gave to this. I'll put it down here. I think I gave it maybe 2 stars or 3 stars just to be nice, but I really did not like this book. It was honestly just a waste of time for me, and I was really excited for this. I think the premise and everything was interesting. It kind of had To All the Boys I've Loved Before feel kind of going. But then the ending just, I felt like I got nothing out of it, and I feel like the time I invested into this book was just a waste. And I've never felt that way with books before. I never felt like reading a book is a waste. But then I feel like reading this one, it wasn't worth it. But basically the reason why I didn't like this book was, okay, so basically our main character, no spoilers by the way, her sister dies and she falls in love with her sister's boyfriend. Let me even rephrase that, her dead sister's boyfriend, okay? And this is literally a month after her sister has died. So she's torn between the boy at her school and her sister's boyfriend, because she likes both of them for different reasons. Her sister's boyfriend because, you know, he understands her grief. The new boy because he helps her forget, you know, because he's never met the sister. He's a new boy. He doesn't know anything about Lenny. But what I didn't like, it's not the fact that the main character had a relationship with her dead sister's boyfriend, but because the author made it seem like it was something okay. She used the excuse that they were both sharing their grief. I don't know if this is something normal in other countries, maybe in like the US or something. But that's just wrong. It doesn't matter how you see it, it's something wrong. And I didn't like the message this book was sending, that it's perfectly fine to do that because you're sharing your grief. Oh my god, like I tried to put myself in that situation, but thinking about it, it's disgusting and it's just terrible. So that's why I gave that rating to this book. And honestly, I don't like giving such poor ratings to a book because I know that the author, like the time they took to write this book, and this is Jandy Nelson's first novel, so it's like I don't want to criticize her on it, but then it wasn't good. So I'm sorry. This is like the lowest rating I've ever given a book before, and I don't know, I'm definitely not going to be rereading this book again. And the next book I read is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins, and I've been wanting to read the Hunger Games trilogy before Mockingjay comes out, because Mockingjay isn't out yet, and I've already watched the first movie when it first came out, Catching Fire on the day it came out also, and so I told myself that I want to read the book of Mockingjay before the movie comes out, and so I bought the box set and I read this one and I love it so much. I know I've heard like from a lot of people that Catching Fire is their favorite from the trilogy, and even though I'm done with the trilogy now, I think that maybe Catching Fire is my favorite. I'm torn between Catching Fire and Mockingjay. Not a lot of people liked Mockingjay that much, but I freaking loved it. Every single part of it. I never got bored. But anyways, we're all talking about Catching Fire. I thought it was pretty amazing, and it was pretty sad. I think from all the books, this one had to be the most sad one for me, because I didn't like the first one was kind of sad, but not as sad as the second book. The third one was sad, but not as sad as the second book. So yeah, I think I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars, or maybe a 5 out of 5 stars, because I enjoyed it so much. I think Suzanne Collins has such amazing writing from the first book till the ending. She really just knew how to keep it up, and none of the characters were annoying. That's what I really liked. I never got annoyed by any character, and I think that should be how it's like in YA books, because authors, I feel like sometimes they think that they should make the character annoying, where they just constantly make wrong decisions, and it's like, no, why are you trying to do that? You're making me dislike the main character. Example, the Mortal Instruments and Divergence, although I love Divergent like crazy, but I feel like the main character doesn't need to be annoying, and that's how it was with Katniss Everdeen. Katniss Everdeen was a very, very, very relatable character, and not that the character has to be relatable to be good, but you get what I mean. And then the last book I read this month is The 39 Deaths of, not this month, in the past 2 months, sorry, but the last book I read was The 39 Deaths of Adam Strand by Gregory Galloway. Now I have a review for this up, which just click the book here to be redirected to that review. I'll also leave a link to it in the description bar down below for those of you using mobile. But I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it so much, and just like I said in my review, I had never read a YA book that so accurately depicted suicide, depression, and its side effects until I picked this book up. And I think that Gregory Galloway did an amazing job with this. I don't want to say any more about this because I've said everything I needed to say in the review, so you can go check that out, because this book is just, it's amazing. For those of you that like Looking for Alaska, you're definitely going to love this book. So these are all the books that I read this month. Well, not this month, the past 2 months, which is pretty bad, but it's okay. September is going pretty good right now. I'm on my 3rd book, and I'm so proud of myself because I'll probably read a lot of books this month, and I'm looking forward to doing that. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video of my not very good reading wrap up. Yeah, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.